How we choose to act, behave, and what we embody in our day-to-day lives is all defined by trends. Trends are general developments or changes in the way people wish to behave. Exhibit A, the fidget spinner. Everybody wanted one. Everybody bought one. And then within 1 or 2 months, everybody forgot about the fidget spinner. Exhibit B, different fashion trends in the market are continuously set by the Kardashians, the Hadids, and various other Instagram models. Exhibit C. Back in 2013, there was a time where YouTubers constantly uploaded videos like the Cinnamon Challenge, the Chubby Bunny Challenge, where you count the number of marshmallows you can stuff into your face, and the Ghost Pepper Challenge, all to earn likes and views. What do trends say about us? We are dying to be cool. We will do or say anything if it makes us cool. You know what else is cool? Being different is being cool. Being anti-mainstream. Doing things that people aren't different enough to do, like listening to rock music, listening to depressing and hence meaningful music, reading depressing and hence meaningful two-line poetry, watching old films, watching old foreign films, watching depressing and hence meaningful old foreign films. Trends like being depressed, having anxiety, wanting to self-harm. Trends like being depressed, having anxiety, and wanting to self-harm. The anti-mainstream trend is a paradox contained within itself. You want to stand out from the crowd so bad just so you can fit into the crowd. Being cool is all about fitting in. If we fit in, if we do things that make us acceptable to society, we are cool. At one point, the only true indicators of a successful life were those thought to bring about happiness. By happiness, I mean a normal, stable, comfortable life, a perfect family, a perfect car, a perfect house, a perfect job. These conditions ought to be satisfactory enough to bring about happiness. By happiness, I mean an overwhelming amount of fulfillment that never runs out during the course of your entire life. By happiness, I mean an overwhelming amount of contentment that dulls out all the rest of the bad emotions like sadness, anger, resentment, pain, and hurt. That used to be the trend. That used to be the norm, and that still is, especially among previous generations. Here, in this room, we all know perfection is impossible. There will always exist sorrow, bitterness, and loneliness alongside joy. In the late 2000s, spilling into the 2010s, our generation thought, hey, a life with only supposedly good emotions is kind of boring. It's not feasible anyway, and it's also boring. And many others agreed. There is no excitement to perfection. A Barbie dream dollhouse scenario would get to be tedious and boring. There is nothing very cool about that, and we are dying to be cool. Now these bad emotions, despair, jealousy, rage, fury, melancholy, they're interesting. They make us more raw. If we embody these bad emotions, we are more human, more differently human than to those who would want a Barbie dream dollhouse scenario. If the antagonist in a film is well written, for example, the Joker in The Dark Knight, audiences tend to also root for the antagonist. We are fascinated by these displays of being terrible because it's different. So it's cool. According to previous norms, having a mental breakdown was to be frowned upon. Having a mental illness not only meant that you were not perfect, but you were also insane. You were crazy. You were not human. But our generation knows better. We can equate being crazy to being interesting, to being different, to being misfits of society. Our generation knows the secret to being better than the previous one. We know how to be cooler. When we attempt to be cool, we seek out attention, much like the 2013 YouTubers who only follow trends for the likes and views. The more attention we receive, the more of a center of attraction we become. So I have anxiety, so I'm quirky, or I'm depressed because I'm broken, damaged goods, or I self-harm because pain is beauty. Pain is beauty, but only convenient pain. All crazy still isn't aesthetic. We only use the convenient mental illnesses. Diseases like schizophrenia and bipolar disorder are horrifying, scary, monstrous, grotesque. No, we capitalize on the convenient mental illnesses, relatively lesser in their insanity. We capitalize on it, so do other multimedia artists like poet Rupi Kaur or singers Lana Del Rey, Melanie Martinez, etc. We make the pain seem more beautiful. Being beautiful, being fascinating, is being cool. Why do people love mental illnesses? Mental illnesses mean more attention. More attention means more likes and views, and more likes and views mean more money. See how well 13 Reasons Why is doing. Don't get me wrong though, diseases like clinical depression are not trendy. Depression is a debilitating condition. It is a mental illness. Depressed people are not depressed to be trendy. They can't help be depressed. They need help. They're the ones that need to be heard. When one is not able to live their life normally, when one is not able to eat or sleep properly, when one is not able to be interested in anything anymore, not even life, when their condition is causing them dysfunction, they are depressed and they need help. None of that being damaged, being broken bullcrap is going to help. You are normalizing. No, not normalizing, glorifying something that causes 1 million of deaths every year. It is not quirky. It is not beautiful. This pain is not beauty. This pain needs help. Thank you.